How's it going? I'm back. I mean, I didn't go far, but whatever. Stuff happens. Everybody knows that. But we're gonna get this started. But first, lovely day. It's like 75 out. I was talking. It's okay. I was talking during it. But oh what? Cut it, DJ Khaled. Thank you, Mr. DJ Khaled. Um. So I worked out today. I was actually off today, so that's why I've been struggling. I've been working a lot and just a lot of unnecessary stuff. I mean, not unnecessary. I have to do it so that I can keep living. I'm like, you got to do this. And I've just been doing some weird stuff lately. Like, I've been watching a lot of Bigfoot stuff, which everybody knows that I'm obsessed with Bigfoot. I'm not obsessed with Bigfoot. I'm obsessed with the people who think Bigfoot is real. Or he might be. I don't know. I just like to see I just like the people who think he's real. That that is the funniest thing in the world to me. Um, I'm kind of sluggish here because I've been out of the game, so I really don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been on vacation, like a unwanted vacation. It's kind of like I kind of like had the new setup, got the new. You could see the end of the soundboard at the end. You could see the laptop. I thought that'd be cooler. I don't know, is it? I don't know. Gives you some visual arts in here. That's what I'm calling it. Um, really don't know where I'm going with this yet, but just talk about how I've been living to see if anything's happened I could talk about. I was thinking though, you ever like lie? Me and my friend was talking the other day, like about how you lie when you're like, say you're supposed to be off, and your boss will ask you if you want to go to work, and you're like, I would. It sounds good, but I'm already doing this, which you're really not doing anything. You're really laid up in the bed, still like, cause you call me at 5:30 in the morning, ask me, hey, you want to work today, and I'm supposed to be off. It's a wrap. It's a no. Now, if you ask me like 2 weeks ahead of time, and I'm like, yeah, I'll work, cause I like my brain doesn't tell me that in 2 weeks, 2 weeks will be here, and you'll have to work that day. So I'm like, well, I'm already working, so I might as well go to work. But if you call me on the spot and say, hey, man, need you to come into work. I will make up so many excuses. It's not even funny. I remember I used to work at a place called Rent a Center. Don't know if you ever heard of it. If you have, if you rent stuff from there, it's a scam. Just warning you, it's a scam. Okay, Rent a Center is a scam, and I knew that going in. I mean, I needed a paycheck though, so I was like, I, I mean, I got to do this. So I mean, I wasn't scamming people. I just delivered their stuff. But I felt like $2,000 for a used washer and dryer was a little much, but I wasn't paying for it, so I'm not the one to say anything. But I remember I was about to move to Nashville, and I was literally about to tell my boss, like that the day I was gonna tell my boss, hey, I'm quitting this job because I'm moving to a different state, and I was like, yo, yeah, I was like, I was ready to do it before. And this all happened in one day. Before I get in there to talk to him, another guy goes in there and he's like, "Oh, I'm quitting and all this." I'm like, "Great." Then we have a meeting and boss is like, "We need y'all to step up and all this, and we need because we're losing." What was that? Am I hearing stuff? I think somebody upstairs used the toilet. I don't know what that was, but I'm not even gonna restart it, so forget it. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the noise you just had to hear and then see me going through an escapade. But another guy quit, and he's like, I put in my 2 weeks notice or whatever, and then he had a meeting with the rest of us because we're supposed to still be there, and I went to the meeting, didn't say anything. I was like, oh man, I was supposed to quit. Like today is supposed to be my last day. Next day, this is how dumb I am. The next day, I go to work and I act like everything's cool. Go to work, and I'm like, all right, today I'm just gonna tell him. There's a lot going on. I'm just gonna tell him that I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I gotta go. I'm moving. Okay. And then no, the next day I went to work. Okay, I didn't say anything. I was too scared. I don't know why. So then the next day I called in. I was like, "Hey man, my uncle fell off a ladder, so I got to go home and help them." And he's like, "Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that." And my uncle did fall off a ladder, but I don't think it was like a 12-foot ladder or a 20-foot ladder. It was just like a 6-footer. It was like a pop, pop, pop. It was just a short fall. I'm assuming he's still alive. I've really even never checked on him, so I hope you're doing all right out there. But so I called, and then the whole week went by, and I'm like already moved at that point. At the end of the week, I'm already moved. So I'm like, he calls, and finally calls me and I answer and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "Hey, man, you coming back to work? Just checking on you." And I was like, "You know what? I think I need to just stay here and help take care of the family." I said it like we was in the 40s, like my uncle had a injury that was life threatening and that he's going to be bedridden in the house and I had to take care of the crops or something. I said it just like that. I don't know if he felt that, but I mean, my uncle did fall off a ladder, but I kind of just where was I going? See, like all this stuff, it's just going off the rails. Anyways, I lied, and that's what I kind of think I do. I think I'm a liar when it comes to like bullshit jobs, because if you work at a bullshit job, you know it. That's how I think about it. And another time at Lowe's, I used to work at Lowe's, which is just a pass through job for me. And I worked in Lexington at Lowe's, and I would call into work on Saturdays because it was like it's college football, college basketball, and it's all on Saturdays. And that's like, and during the spring and summer in Lexington is amazing. I was like, I'm not going to work. Sometimes I would just go out all night Friday, go to work on Saturday, then go all night again Saturday night, and then go to work on Sunday. I cannot do that anymore. I am way past that point in my life. I cannot do that, and I will not. But I've kind of just feel like I'm just getting the nails out of my cardboard box. I don't know what I'm saying, because I've been missing days, but I'm gonna do better. Eventually, I'm gonna have a friend, another guest, because you saw Cole in the last video was amazing. Well, the 6 of you who watched it, I don't even know who watched it, anyways. But I need to start doing my skits. I have skit ideas, and I'm just being lazy. And I just when I have a day off, I'm like I want to rest, and then I don't have a day off, and I'm like when I'm at work, I'm like I could be doing skits. Man, if I could just work at home. If selling drugs was legal, I would like get my license to sell drugs. I don't know anything about selling drugs, but I know people who do, and they could help me run the business. And I just take the money, give them some money, and we all win. I guess I don't know. This is gonna be a terrible 20 minutes, but whatever. Um, it's almost over, I guess. Dude, I've been working out and eating healthy like as best I can. I got drunk over the weekend. I mean, I had 7, 8 beers. It wasn't a lot, but I did a number to myself. So Sunday I was recovering because used to I could just drink all day, all night, and wake up the next day and do it all over again. Heck, I can't do that anymore. And I think what I want to start doing is really, really, because I cut down to I drink like once a month, maybe, sometimes twice a month, but I want to cut down to like once every other month and eventually just call it quits. By the time I'm 30, I will never drink again, I hope. That's the goal. That's the goal in the future, is just to give it up, just to try to be sober, try to live my next, because I lived my first 15 years sober, and then my next 12 was pretty a lot of drinking, and smoking, a lot of stuff, and it's like once I hit 30, then my next 30 years, that's a good song. That my next 30 years. I'm not a singer. If you're a singer though, I had a singer on here last time, but I was saying that my boy, I got a friend. I feel like he's gonna make an appearance, and if he could get on this, he's gonna take over. I'm gonna make him do a skit with me. I don't know which one. I might do one today, upon feeling how I feel. I'm gonna do this, pack all this up, take it to the apartment, and I'm just gonna keep it rolling. And we gotta keep doing better. I'm talking to myself. I'm really just doing this. I'm talking to myself, trying to figure it out, because I went a little bit backwards on my game, on my social networking, I guess. I don't really know what you call it, but not doing so hot lately, and I just want to figure it out, and it's just frustrating because when I'm not doing it, I think about doing it, but when I'm doing it, it's like my brain tells me like, oh man, like you're not that good at it, and which I know I'm not the best, but if I would keep doing it, I could get better. But this is all the part of the process of what I'm starting to understand. It's kind of like losing weight and all that. I've been watching this guy called Every Damn Day Fitness, and he's a lot more educated than I am in the field of like being healthy and working out, because it's not all about the weights or losing weight. It's more than that. It's about like a sustaining something for the rest of your life, because we are now obesity is killing everybody, and I know you know, and I know some people that are going to be prone to it in about 10 years because of course this is how the brain works. It's all about the right now. That's well, I would say that's how my brain is. That's I'm not a psychologist, but how my brain is, I'm very bad about the future aspect of like a month or 2 months. Like when I see something that's a month away, I'm like, okay, it's a month away. So and that's what it struggled. I struggled with it for a while on bills. It's because it's like, oh, it's next week. It's next week. And the next week turns into 4 days and 3 days and 2 days. You know how it goes. You start with seven, and all of a sudden it's here. All of a sudden it's here, and that's what I want to look in the longevity of my life and say, next year is gonna be here. Next year, it's not like it's never gonna get here. Cause that's how like when I played football in high school, when they're like, oh, we got a camp week where you like 2 days for a week or whatever, and I'm like, oh, forget it, it's next week or it's next month, whatever it was. And then my brain's just like, it'll never be here. Maybe that's why I was not so good in school because you can tell me that the test is April 15th, and if it's March 12th, I'm like, I'm good. I got plenty of time to study. Then I never study. So what I'm trying to tell you is just do better than me when you're looking ahead, because that is what I'm working on. Is just looking ahead and just grabbing something in the future right now and doing it, and then when the future comes, it will have been done. Was that a quote? Did I just quote something? If that is a quote, then whoever quoted it, thank you. But if it's not a quote, I just had a quote. So the quote is, do in the future that will be that do in the future do what will be done in the future right now so that in the future it will be done. Sign me up for dude. That's like I watched. You ever watch Her? It's about this dude who got this technology that was it's like Siri, but it was a woman. He ended up falling in love with his computer that was just in his ear. And if we get to that level, I would love that because I don't know if I would love it. It'd get old, but he always had this woman in his ear, like a Bluetooth Siri. Always sat there to answer. It was like a voice Google. He could ask sports, anything. He ended up falling in love with her, but his job was to write like poetry, like he was the one that did like birthday cards. Like people would hit him up, be like, "Hey, Granny's turning 87 this week. We need a birthday card." And he'll get on his computer, put on some Beethoven, Beethoven, and get it going. I'm like, that's what I want to do. That is what I want to do. If I could just do that, because my job right now is not bad, but it's not where I want to be next year. It's not where I want to be in 5 years. It's definitely not where I want to be in 10 years. But I have to actually do shit so I don't. I just my biggest fear is just being in the same place I am today next year, and I think that's just I just want that to be a part of my life and know that hey man, you got to do something out there because there are people out there doing nothing, and there are people doing out there 3 times of what you do, and I just I'm becoming to understand that it's part of the process of what I'm going through and growing and learning and just trying to fucking kill it is what I want to do. I just want to hit this one out of the ballpark. It's kind of like, you know how people play video games. I feel like I just want to take life into a video game form and I'm just playing it out, and then just bouncing back. I'm losing. I got to restart. Got to do this and do that to re-strategize why I lost and how I'm gonna overdo that or over how I'm gonna win. Okay, that's just the end goal is to win, and I just want it to be a part of my life, and I'm just excited to see where my life will go because I feel like it's not what it's gonna be right now, which it's not bad, but I mean I'm just a mediocre guy living in a mediocre apartment in a terrible state. It's not a bad. It's all right, but I just want to go somewhere, do something, and I think time's about to hit the cause man, I just does it not scare anybody else? Like I don't care. Like I think growing and aging and all that's fun right now. I mean, I don't know when it's gonna start scaring me, being like, oh, I'm 45, I'm gonna die in 15 years. However that works, I don't know. But I like just the idea of like aging, and you can also grow and learn, and it's just fun to think about. And sometimes I have a fear of like what will the people close to me think about if I'm just trying to get better? Like, cause I don't want it to. It's not a competition with anybody in my life. It's just the fact that I want to do stuff better, And I feel like not everybody wants that, and I don't want to put that on anybody, but I just want to fucking do better in life. Like, I feel like I've done enough terrible shit. I've done enough, like, failing out. Well, I mean, I didn't fail out of college, but I was pretty damn close. I'll say that. Like, what if I would have tried harder? Where would I have been today? Would I be back here where I started? I don't know, but I don't want to end up here, stuck. Like, I mean, I don't feel stuck at all, but um, sometimes I do feel stuck, and I feel like, is this it? And then sometimes I feel like this is like the start of a beautiful thing of what I cannot see yet. But I just wanted to come in here and do this and get the ball rolling to come back in and do it and get on a routine. Cause I do great when I'm in a routine. Like I feel like I got working out because I started working out April, I want to say, of last year. So a full year of working out, like at least 3 times a week. Because, well, I'd say if I average it out, it'll probably be 4 days a week. Because there's been days where I went five, like a lot of weeks in a row, and then 4 days a lot, and then sometimes three, or sometimes like last Christmas I didn't get to work out at all. Like for like 10 days straight because I worked every day from sun up to sundown, and my gym closes, which I know it's not an excuse. I'm just saying I couldn't get to the gym, and whatever. I don't care what you're saying right now. Um, but working out is a part of my life. I can tell it's in my blood now, and that's how I want to do it. That's why I'm not a fan of like New Year's resolution and stuff like that, because I never stick with it. I never stick with it. So if I just make it a part of me, a part of who I am, it's like eating healthy and stuff. It's like I hate when I eat like, because I eat healthy. I don't want to say I'm on a diet. I just intermittent fast. I eat from 12 to 9, and I'm not like super conscious on what I don't eat 8 ounces of this, 8 ounces of that. I just eat a whole bunch of grilled chicken, broccoli, and fruit and vegetables. Just everything that doesn't make me feel like shit, basically. Like I try to stay away from eating out, but I love eating out. So I go right now. It's probably about twice a month. So that's 31 days. Going twice a month for me is not too bad right now. And I feel like, yeah, eating out is not a part of my life anymore. Cause like today, normally I was off today, so this is how my off day goes. It's like I'll go to the gym, and then I'll go eat out because it's like, oh, I'm off work, I can treat myself. And today I was like, nope, I'm gonna go work out. Went home, ate some onions, some broccoli, some chicken. I ate one orange, ate one apple, called it a day. I feel good. So after I get done with this, I'm gonna head back to the house, eat some more of all that I just said. And because the one thing that I'm all right with, like, it's like when I was eating out a lot, I could eat rallies every day for a month. I could. And it's just like I get that routine going. So I don't really mind like eating, like when people are like it's too bland. Like it don't bother me. Like I don't care about putting salt and stuff, or what salt's not necessarily bad for you, I guess. I don't know how that works, but I don't need barbecue sauce on my chicken to eat it. I can eat it plain. I mean, but my weakness are some rolls. You give me some rolls, man. The carbs are my biggest problem in life right now. The carbs in everything. The carbs in beer. The carbs in bread. Man, I was eating rice for a week. I love rice. But I can tell. I could tell rice was not gonna do it for me because I think it has a lot of carbs, right? I'm assuming. I hear that. Like I heard that one banana has 50 carbs. I'm like, I love bananas. I could eat 9 bananas right now. But so I went with some fruit, and I mean, I've done some research, and it was like, you want to get grass-fed beef and all this stuff, and I'm like, where do you go to get all this? Because they're like the hormones in the meat at Walmart and all that. And I'm like, what? I'm just on the outside right now. Okay, so I'll get into all that later in life, because I don't really know what to do with all that. But like, oh, dude, also Reese's and Easter just hit like yesterday, literally yesterday, and I was just it was took everything in my power not to go get Reese's, the egg shaped Reese's. Oh my god, that commercial, that commercial is deadly. That Reese's has with that damn Reese's peanut butter, or Reese's bunny, and it has a bunny, and then it has a Reese cup, and then they. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't know what I'm gonna do in life, but I just wish that we could have one thing Like, I wish we could just write it off on our taxes each year, and they could take that from our calorie intake. Like, if I would put like Reese's eggs on my taxes at the end of the year, they'll take out all the calories from Reese's that I have. It'd probably be a full week worth. Probably more than that. Where am I gonna go? So I might just stick to doing this once a week. I don't know how I want to do it. I'm gonna see how I feel throughout the week. Cause, dude, I'll tell you, it was easy. Like when I first started this, but it's like as time goes on, the the job that I have outside of, well, this is not a job. This is a hobby right now, but my real full time job, man, they're trying to kill me here lately. It's like, do y'all want me to come back? And like I have to come back because I have bills and stuff, and I have to do this on the side. But it's all right. It's all right. I'll figure it out. And it felt good to get this in my system. And I need to start working out at 5:30 in the morning. And that's, if I could do that, go to work, I'll be all right, and I could come here and film. But I've not been sleeping very good lately, and it's killing me. It's making it rough on me. But I'm gonna get out of here. I believe this is episode 23. And sorry if it's probably terrible, but it goes like that sometimes. Have a good night. Alright, cut it.